Hey, tata. Tata, dođi vamo. Ja sam pravio kafu za tebe. Where is he? I mean, did you hear me or no?
No.
I said I made you coffee.
Hey, the basement,
I said ja sam pravio za kafu.
Fala. You gonna have some, Mike?
Yeah, of course.
What CDs do you got? You have Sasha Matic and... Sasha Matic is the best. No, actually no, Željko Samardzic is good too, but...
You think, guys,
I like Sasha Matic.
driving with the... If I get pulled over...
Doma Charakia. Homemade whiskey. Moonshine.
Moonshine.
People are gonna start asking questions. So today is Badnje Veče. It's
which is Christmas Eve day.
yeah, it's the day of It's Christmas Eve. Yeah. So, or today's Badnje Dan, but it's Christmas Eve. That we were basically roasting a pig today for it. We cut down our Christmas tree yesterday, which is like an oak tree or a banyak tree, and so today we're just roasting the pig. And then tonight we're gonna go to church. Our Christmas Eve. It's like a tradition where they have it's a pretty cool thing. So excited for this. You want to get in the video? She looks so scared.
We still stick by the old Julian calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar.
Gotcha.
So the dates basically just changed a couple weeks, and same Christmas, same Father, Son, Holy Spirit. It's the birth of Jesus. So
Yeah, Serbs, we definitely will roast a pig or for like different things like holidays, or a lamb like for Easter usually when it's warmer, lamb when it's like the time for them. But
Oh, it's hazy in here. Smoky.
yeah, a little bit. Keep kissing.
Thank you.
yeah, he had to cut the back legs off because it was too big. Usually they're smaller pigs. This is a little bit older, maybe another couple months older than the other one. Yeah.
Okay.
Samo malo.
Ti čuvaj, nemojte puno toga.
No, samo malo.
Okay, malo samo. Koliko? Živeli.
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 Cheers, buddy.
My mom just sent me this old photo of me as an altar boy. Look how small I was. I was so short. Pig's getting close to being done soon. I'm getting cold, but Rocky is warming me up. Sitting here, got some blankets. We're good to go. We're good to go. Drinking culture is like being Serbian. You're exposed to alcohol and doing these things for celebration and stuff. So you're exposed to it at a young age, you know. And I just feel like it's more like natural. It's just common in our culture to like casually enjoy, you know, drinking. So it's just something when people with wrestling always get so like, I can't drink, you know. But it's like, hey, like it's moderation. You know how to do things for yourself. You don't get crazy, and you have to be able to have moderation and like call. Wait,
As kids, when I was a kid, I always felt a little different, and I'm sure he felt the same way. Yeah. My brother shared with his girlfriend, and they're making out in the other corner there.
Yeah.
When it starts to like swell up like that, it's when it starts.
Anyway, we're kind of out in the country here, Cedar Lake, Indiana, where my family first came to this country. My dad came here in 1950 after spending 4 years in prison camp in Germany. Didn't return to his country because it was communism, and wanted to come to the greatest country in the world, America. And waited another 4 years after he was released as a prisoner of war. So he spent 8 years in Germany. He joined the British Army Reserve there just to have a job. And then somebody sponsored him to come to America. My dad was 30 when he came to America, and really worked his butt off. He had nothing. He lost his mom and 2 brothers during the war, and came here with nothing, but he learned the language, and in a short period of time he took advantage of capitalism. He worked 2-3 different jobs. When other people were going to sporting events and out to eat, he was saving every dollar, and he just kind of became successful financially by buying real estate. And I'm going to take you to a little piece of land that he bought back in 1966. It's a farm that I grew up on. A lot of memories here growing up. We tore the barn down because it was falling apart, and the house prior to that, now it's basically a vacant piece of land. Where Stevan's at, that whole tree area is kind of trees that were planted around the house.
A full house was there and a barn.
And a barn to the left.
Let's just go over there.
It's our barn silos. That was the far north end of the barn, and the barn was from there to that little building that you see, what we call the milk house, was kind of like a little place where we'd had the tanks for the milk and all.
And you'd wrestle.
Yep, I did wrestle a lot, even though I never wrestled on the wrestling team or anything. My brother and I wrestled from the time we were born. My mom said as soon as we could walk, we were both on top of each other rolling around.
It's in my genetics. My dad that used to watch boxing, his dad used to wrestle, didn't he, like in the old country?
Yeah, well, nobody did it officially or formally. It was just...
My uncle's a black belt that you met a minute ago. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. So we kind of have like the combat in our genes a little bit. This house, like where the house was, it's crazy. Growing up, like as a kid playing, they had the orchard, they had, you know, they had animals, they had like the way that their house was, the way that their things were structured. And when I go back to Serbia, it's crazy because it just reminds me of this, how it used to be. Because they, you know, they brought everything of what they knew here. So it was, everything was modeled after how they had it. So when I go there, it just reminds me of my family here.
And that's the great part of this country, America, is that you can have a different nationality, you can have a different religion, you can have a different lifestyle, and you're still accepted here and you can still thrive here. And that's one of the things that my dad and my mom loved about America. That's the barn we just tore down this last spring. It was starting to collapse. We had a guy come out and take the good timbers out, because this barn was built in the late 1800s. So there was a lot of good lumber in there and good wood, and they preserved it. They're going to make furniture out of it and such. So this is kind of the driveway, the gate.
And we looped around like this. We used to ride our bikes down here and go down as little kids.
We had a lot of good times here. I could tell you, only had a friend come over one time, and my dad said, hey, we were cleaning some stalls at the time, my brother and I, and a friend came over, and my dad gave him a pitchfork and said, hey, work while you talk. And about 20 minutes into this, the guy went back into the house and called his mom and asked him to come get him. So didn't have many friends come over. They didn't want to work on the farm.
Like Serbian heritage is not just like our faith and God, and being Orthodox also like has the meaning of being Serbian behind it too, and you know that carries a lot of weight in these traditions and the culture that we have, even in America. You know, it's so strong that you know, it's a part of me, and when I was like 19 or 20, Serbia had reached out to me a couple times before, making cadet and junior teams. But after I got bronze at the Junior World Championships in 2015, I was 19, and they really wanted me to try to wrestle for them, represent Serbia. And so I made the decision to go dual citizenship. You know, it was really easy with my father and my baba and dada both being from Yugoslavia. It was really easy to get that for me. And at the time being, it was like, why not? I have the opportunity to wrestle for the European Championships every year, the World Championships every year. You know, I was like, all I care about is freestyle anyways. Like, why would I not put myself and expose myself against the best wrestlers I can? Like, who cares if I'm gonna win at that point? And so when I was 22, I had decided to, you know, do that while I was at Michigan, and actually able to step in, and I won my first, you know, bronze medal for Serbia. And so from there, it's all, you know, we have a good trajectory, and I've done so well. But you know, people always were wondering, like, why do you do this? And it's like, this means a lot to me. This is my family. This is what I've known since I was little. Like, you know, having Christmas on this, and being able to, you know, having Slava, having our Easters, having everything with our culture, and just everything being Serbian. And I think the other cool thing about it is, like, I didn't decide, like, you know, to change my ethnicity or change my citizenship to wrestle for somewhere else. It's like, I'm representing myself. And did I think I was going to be the best guy in 5 years? I didn't know. I just was willing to take the chance. We'll see when it comes down to matter, and at the Olympic Games, and but you know, to win Worlds this year, you know, I had to beat the best guys regardless. I don't care where they're from. I'm just wrestling for myself at that point too. So, you know, that's what I got to do. What I got to do. Cheers. Cheers. Nothing for you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Mir Božić.